The University of Minnesota is fighting an aggressive form of brain cancer in dogs with a treatment they were the first in the country to try. As if that's not impressive enough, they're also looking at how it could help humans. Sammy Salina has more on the procedure and a very personal look at the promise it holds.
Let's go, come on.
Man's best friend
Oh, you think?
is the simplest way
Now leave it.
to describe how Davis Hahn
You want Minnie or Mickey?
feels about his service dogs.
They make my worst day sometimes my best day.
He says they've saved him in many ways,
My best friend,
but his previous pup needed the saving.
he had 2 weeks to live and I was devastated.
His beloved Booster had cancer.
I sent my dog's MRI out to 10 different centers. I got a call one day from an angel, a Dr. Elizabeth Pluhar.
Let's see if we've got today's case.
Dr. Elizabeth Pluhar was able to use Booster's tumor to create a vaccine,
Yeah. Okay, that's better.
and combined with radiation and surgery, he was able to stay cancer-free for a very long time.
Yeah, I feel it. It's right here. Yep.
He's just one of the hundreds of dogs who have contributed and benefited from the University of Minnesota's brain tumor clinical trial program.
I feel really good about that resection.
Dr. Pluhar is the director for the program and one of the founders.
15 years, yes. Yeah.
Suction?
The goal is the work they do on brain tumors in dogs
I think that's opened up better.
will translate to humans.
We have been trying to develop therapies to do in conjunction with surgery to extend the life of the dog with good quality of life as well.
Her team has been studying how a combination of immunotherapy and surgery impacts the cancer.
Yeah, I see it.
A glioma is a type of brain tumor, and if it is a high-grade glioma in dogs, the dogs live on average 2 months. We're starting to push to get longer times in the dogs with high-grade glioma.
And while it's no cure,
This is Bruce,
this treatment has helped more dog days become a reality.
who has continued to bring so much joy to our lives.
Jessica Sijikin says her French bulldog started to have seizures.
Right here we can start to see the tumor.
The U is honing in on Frenchies since this particular breed responds differently to immunotherapies.
So far, everything looks really good.
They shared with me that the tumor is gone. And Bruce, at this point, looks that he's responded very well.
This success in pets
There we go.
could help treat their owners.
Dogs are humans' best friends. They've been evolving with us for thousands of years.
Dr. Elizabeth Neal works on the human side of the U's brain tumor program. And in 2019, a human trial began.
Dustin used to play a game where he'd jump from these tiles from one to the next, kind of like lava, like a kid.
Claire Davey
You know, he always thought that was really funny.
supported her husband, Dustin, through the trial.
Yeah. Being here at Centennial Lakes is special.
This is where the two would walk
It's pretty.
when Dustin and 8 other patients diagnosed with glioblastoma brain cancer were enrolled.
The medication itself didn't have any side effects. And then secondly, it provided a lot of hope. But unfortunately, the medication didn't work long term and Dustin passed away.
None of the patients who are enrolled in the study are currently alive. And so while it was a win in the fact that we were safely able to introduce this new treatment, we still have a long ways to go to understand how we can make it more effective.
They have accomplished something, nothing short I would consider of a miracle.
Months after we talked with Jessica, Bruce also died.
It brings you to tears. I have been very open and honest with the entire team and just continue to thank them.
Both Jessica
Nobody wants to be in this position.
Yeah.
and Claire have lost friends and loved ones close to them.
I think it is really important that people continue to participate in the trial.
That's why they say they would want other families to trust this program.
He left a legacy contributing to science and hopefully a cure for this disease someday.
You ready?
Because they believe one day
They make life worth living.
man's best friend
Oh, amazing.
will save the man.
Tumor's on its way out.
Sammy Solina, KARE 11 News.
Well, Dr. Elizabeth Pluhar says dogs with less serious brain tumors have been benefiting from the therapies the U has developed, with some living their lives without any tumor reoccurrence. Her colleague, Dr. Neal, hopes to one day start up another human study.